Welcome to this tutorial on how to navigate Design Studio. In this video, we will go over the basics of creating a room in Design Studio. When you first load into Design Studio, you will be taken to the Floor Plan tool, which allows you to generate and create rooms. Let's start by using the Rectangular Wall tool. This tool is great for making rooms quickly. It generates a room with 4 walls that we can scale to whatever size we need. Let's go ahead and make a few rooms. Now, let's clear all the rooms. There are a few ways to do this. One way is by using the Clear tool in the toolbar and selecting all. Another way is to select the room you want to remove, and then press the Delete key or the Delete button on the mini toolbar. Finally, to delete multiple rooms, hold Shift, then click and drag over the rooms you want to select. Once you make your selection, press the Delete key on your keyboard or the Delete button on the mini toolbar. Now, let's start designing a room from scratch. For this, we will use the Straight Wall tool. This tool has many features to help us design a room. If you have the dimensions from the job site, you can type them in while you draw the wall. Let's make a room with 4 walls and a corner connected to it. When you start using the tool, it will give you straight wall lines. In Design Studio, we need to make at least one complete enclosed room, or else the tool will not allow us to access the cabinets. So, if we attempt to make a U-shaped kitchen without completing all the walls, Design Studio will not allow us to place or access any of the advanced tools. You need to connect all the walls together, and a room will be generated. If you would like to make one of your walls disappear for the U-shaped kitchen, you need to use the Door Opening tool. This will allow us to simulate an open room for our kitchen. Select the Door Opening tool, then place it along the wall you wish to make into an open wall. Scale the opening to match the entire wall. Finally, change its height to match the height of the ceiling. By default, the ceiling height is 96 inches, so set the opening to 96 inches. Please remember to name the room. It is crucial to name the rooms appropriately. Let's also add a pantry room next to our kitchen. Use the Wall tool to connect a room on one of the sides of the kitchen room. Once you have your pantry, let's add a door to it. To do this, use the Door tool. The Door tool will automatically snap to a wall so that you can adjust the door to the wall. When you place your door, you can rotate it by selecting the door and using the G key or the mini toolbar. Now, if you want to modify a wall, you need to select an adjacent wall to modify its length. For example, let's say we want to modify the rightmost wall of the pantry and input the dimensions. However, we cannot modify it directly. Instead, we need to select an adjacent wall to adjust the targeted wall. And finally, let's adjust the wall height. In some cases, you will need to adjust the wall height for your projects. There are a few ways to do this. The first way is to adjust a specific wall. To do this, select the wall in the Floor Plan tool, and you will be able to see and modify the wall height in the Custom Height tab, because you cannot directly modify the wall height from the main view. By default, there is a global parameter that limits the wall height to 96 inches. If you need to exceed this 96-inch limitation, you will need to change the floor height. To change the floor height, select the floor and go to the floor properties. From here, you can modify the floor height, which will change the global parameter and allow your walls to exceed the 96-inch limit. Another way to modify the global parameter is in the 3D tool. To access this setting, make sure you do not have anything selected. You can either select the world space or press the escape key to deselect any selected items. Once you have nothing selected, you will see the floor height option in the right side panel. You can directly change the floor height from here. By following this tutorial, you now have the foundational skills to navigate Design Studio effectively. You've learned how to create rooms, adjust dimensions, and modify wall and floor heights to fit your design needs. With these skills, you're well equipped to start creating and customizing your own spaces with confidence.